Ooh, I can feel the 80s.
If your knees can bend backwards or not. I've been practicing that technique for years now. If it runs, you don't need that. That's not a good idea either. But that was some fun MacGyver action, huh?
Casey's 80s garage is back. Alfa Romeo GTV6, Martini and Rossi Porsche 944, and this, yes.
KW makes the perfect suspension for every demand. Find them in the description below.
Oh, what's up, people? Yes, I am in the coolest of locations, somewhere in a random town in Indiana, here at Zona de Belleza, which is an Estesia Unis. I don't know what that is. I'm not here for that. I am here for one of my dream cars, which I have made a deal to buy. However, said dream car does not have the oil pressure gauge hooked up, which makes me nervous. So I have bought an oil pressure gauge, and I'm going to attempt to fix it right now on this 1985 Lotus Esprit Turbo. Yes, which is white with a red leather interior. Ooh. I can feel the 80s, and I haven't even snorted anything. Look at it! Okay, and there's another one over here which belongs to one of the gentlemen who watches my channel who helped me find this car. So come on back, let's check it out. So the first thing is, want to know how much camera juice, but I wanted to bring you guys along for the ride. You might as well look at this real quick. Look at the red, yes, oh, feel the 80s. Okay, but don't feel the 80s too hard yet. We need to make sure it's got oil pressure. So it's not hooked up, and I'm gonna use a wrench to try to take this fitting out down here, and I got a gauge from AutoZone, which hopefully I can put in there. It's a mechanical gauge, a capillary type gauge, so that'll verify it, make me feel good enough about it based upon the few records and stuff that I have. But it's a decent car, so the gentleman, John, was nice enough to get a wrench. I think I can get my hand in here, and the car is cooled down enough that I am not going to completely burn myself, but it's more comfortable than being at a Russian banya spa, so that's a plus. Okay, that is not the right size. Let's find another. Yes. Casey, how do you know if it's more comfortable than being at a Russian banya spa? Because I went there. I didn't know what I was doing. This is what Russians do for fun? Jeez. Oh, man. Okay, wait, I got a wrench on. Oh, that's good. Come on, come loose. Ooh, yes, turn, turn. Ouch. Come on, yeah, boy. I think the Lotus joke should begin. I don't even own this car yet, and I'm working on it. What? What? Yeah. Well, to be fair, it should have an oil pressure gauge on it. It doesn't, though, because why would you look at that? That would just worry you. If it runs, you don't need that. That's not a good idea either. The battery is connected. Okay, so tell you what we're gonna do. We're going to stop recording right now, and I'm going to try to do a job of this without screwing everything up and burning the car down to the ground, and I'll come back to you. Yes. Yeah, no, okay. So I didn't burn the car down, which is good. The owner's sitting over there. He's smiling and laughing. I appreciate your humor there. Look that way. The gentleman in the black is Eric. He has the red car, which is very nice. Watch the channel, hook me out. And the gentleman there in the green is John, who owns this car. And so anyway, so guess where the battery is if I, disconnect it like a smart person. It's right here. Duh, Casey's an idiot. Yeah, sometimes. All right, so let's just disconnect that so the car doesn't burn down. Oh yeah, look at that. It's not even tight. It's not even tight. That's a Lotus feature, you guys. Stereotypes. Yeah, stereotypes. Not a problem. Okay, so yeah, that's the wrench I tried to weld to the car. We'll go back to it. All right, here we go. All right, I do a time lapse, you guys, but I don't have any juice on my camera, really. This is coming out okay. So this engine was actually rebuilt in the mid-90s? I don't know what the deal is with the oil pressure gauge. It wasn't the gentleman that owns it now. I guess he was confident that it had oil pressure. But it's a decent car, and there's not a lot of them out there, and it's an okay price. But I'd really like to know if it has oil pressure worth dealing with or not, because I don't feel like doing an engine rebuild on this car. Oh God. Also, man, go look at how I'm standing to not destroy this car. This is how you know if your knees can bend backwards or not. I've been practicing that technique for years now to be able to hinge my knees backwards. And no, it doesn't feel good. And yes, it probably has everything to do with going out with that girl named Allie and her damn hunter jumper horse that threw me the F off. Ugh. I never walked quite the same after that. Okay. Nope, can't stick my hand in there. I'll try to stick it over here. Ugh. Okay. All right. Yeah, oh yeah, this is easy. See if anything horrible happens when I take this out. Okay, I got it. Oh yes, I'm awesome. That is a tiny and weird thread size because it's British. Man, I don't think we got that size. Okay, so this is the thread on it, which is some funky British thing, I bet. And in no way is like the ones that I've got. So I got one other idea. I wonder if this comes apart. Oh, you know what? You guys, I think this is the original thing, and then somebody just stuck a bolt in it because they're like, oh, I broke a capillary tube and it went on my carpet, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm just gonna plug it off. Come on over here, let's check it out. You know what I think they did, Eric? Check this out.
What's up?
So,
Cap that off or something?
yeah, I think they just took it apart and shoved the bolt upside down in it to plug it up.
Oh, that actually makes our life so much easier.
Theoretically.
Well, yeah, that's true. It could have damaged.
There are lots of things that are supposed to make my life easier that don't.
Well, see, I mean, that's just a compression collar in there. So
Right.
so.
Theoretically. I've also never done this before.
So I'm right in saying that that hasn't worked for the last 16 years.
Oh yeah, you
Well,
are definitely
Like
right.
you, when I was like, hey, we never even tried to start that one, and you're like, you wouldn't have started that.
Well, it had no compression, so that would
Yeah, look at that.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a screw plugged up in there like that.
Souvenir.
Okay, you sir, why were you so confident that this car had oil pressure for as many years as you've owned it? I want to know, because I am way too neurotic and ACHD to deal with that.
If it's not broke, I don't fix it.
Fair enough, okay. Well, there we go. I'm already getting nervous just doing that. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have a heart attack. How much, tell you what, go ahead and cut it. We're gonna come back to this so we have juice. All right, you guys, so I was able to make this kind of work, not ideally, using a tube that came with the car for something and then shoving another tube in it. So hopefully it will hold together well enough to show me oil pressure. So I'm gonna hook up the battery. You got it neutral, right? Okay, well, hang on just a second. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch this and I'm gonna yell at him to shut it off if it pops loose, but you know, worst comes to worst. So you good? Give it a go?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and fire it. Oil pressure. Hey, there's oil pressure. Okay, bring the RPM to 2,500. A little higher. Go to 3,000. 3,000. Okay, come down. Okay, idle. Idle. Okay, you can kill it. Okay, at the high idle, what was idling at, like 1,200, 15?
Yeah, right around there.
Okay, so we had like 42 PSI, and then when you brought it up to 2,000, it was like 52 PSI, and 3,000 was 60 PSI. So how about I write you a check?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It has oil pressure. Look, it said a thing. I needed to know that.
You're glad.
I am look at this gentleman. See, the thing is, I am a needy person who needs the love of the masses, or I can't deal with my own life, and I have ADHD and lots of deep-seated psychological and emotional flaws. And I need to see things like oil pressure. But this man has life figured out. It was fine,
Roll with the punches.
I guess. And then you and me are worrying about it.
But I'm glad you're glad. That's the
All
important
right.
part.
I was making fun of myself, by the way. Yeah, it was fine. Okay, good. All right. Okay, now I'll be excited. All right, are we cool?
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
you're welcome.
All right.
I won't even make you wash your hands.
That's why you got blue jeans. By the way, have you noticed that all the girls are wearing jeans that are totally ripped?
Yes.
It's not good looking.
Well, the ones I'm looking at are good looking, so.
Just put a short skirt on and go-go boots and call it a day. Okay. I guess they're not no, I'm not gonna make that joke on the internet. Okay, so, yes. So this is the car. Yes. So anyway, do you wanna look around real quick? You go look around the car, and I'm gonna write this man a check. How about that? All right.
You probably want a title too.
Cool. Oh, where is the title?
It's in his glove box.
Oh, it's in your glove box. Okay, cool. All right. Well, that was some fun MacGyver action, huh?
I'm glad it's got the oil pressure. That's the important part to me.
I just,
No, that's great.
You know what I mean.
I'm genuinely, yes, 2 thumbs up, man.
Thanks.
I want you to have that confidence, and now I've got even more confidence. And
It's gonna be awesome.
that's
It's gonna be awesome.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
fun to tune up and all. Now
Yes.
I be excited and stuff.
Don't blow your eardrums out with that.
With the radio, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, I only turned it up to 35.
That's wild. It's got to have an
it'll
amp in
go
it somewhere.
It'll go more.
For
so
sure.
yeah, everybody told me to turn it down. Do you?
All right, you guys. So this is my new car. It is a 1985 Lotus Esprit Turbo that's white with BBS wheels and a red interior. Yes! Except now my wife is gonna make fun of me because her Maserati is white with a red leather interior, but the Maserati's more reliable. Yes, I am a masochist of the utmost kind. But at least I have this very cool Inspector Gadget Mobile looking 80s dream. So I hope you guys, of course, click the bell and subscribe. I look forward to see you next time. Casey's 80s Garage is back. Alfa Romeo GTV6, Martini and Rossi Porsche 944, and this, yes. Catch you guys later. Well, a huge thank you to Crushproof Tubing Company. Since 1949 in Macomb, Ohio, they've been manufacturing custom rubber and plastic tubes for every industry imaginable. No tooling or mold costs, fast and free custom samples, and American-made quality is what sets them apart. But for me, I'm most excited about their exhaust evacuation kit. Different modular pieces and their convoluted custom hoses make it so that I can adapt any car, truck, or motorcycle with an internal combustion engine to get those exhaust gases out of my shop so I can keep working in safety and comfort. But beyond just that, they build a variety of hoses for a custom OEM world. You'll see stretchable drain tubing and bellows, as well as agriculture, medical, and military. So again, guys, Crushproof Tubing Company, crushproof.com, and go down in the description below to see where to get your free samples for industry or your exhaust tubing.